In this video, I'm going to go over 5 foods that you are told not to eat when you have colitis. Now, this is a student right here who used my information to get better. He avoided all these foods you see here, and he still had lots of colitis symptoms. But I want to show you how he used German new medicine and my methods to gain all this weight in a few months, all while eating these foods you're supposed to avoid, that you're told by your holistic doctors and health coaches, and even by some modern medicine doctors. They tell you to avoid these foods that they cause colitis. And I wish it was as easy as telling you that just avoid these foods and your colitis will go away. But I have worked with thousands of people, and I've done it myself, and it doesn't work. You can actually eat these foods and get better if you address the root cause of the problem. So in this video, I'm gonna show you what these foods are and what the student did to get better, and tell you some things that you're not afraid of these foods, because being afraid of these foods will actually make your colitis much, much, much worse. So guys, I'm Mike the Healer. I healed myself of Crohn's and colitis. I have something called the Rapid Gut Healing Program that comes with over 20 hours of videos, and it comes with a Facebook group where I answer your questions every single day. And 3 or 4 times a week, me and my coaches, who have all healed ourselves of gut issues naturally using German new medicine. We've tried everything, guys. If you are already thinking about trying, we've already done it. We've tried everything. We know what works. We understand the root cause. We've done it ourselves. We've helped many other people do it. And you can talk to us 4 times a week in live Q&As. Ask us whatever you want, and you can get better. And we offer this for $4.97 or 6 easy payments of $97. And if you don't have that money, that's okay. I have a free 30-day program where you can just watch my free YouTube videos and you get better. But I highly suggest you take us up on this offer, because I remember going to like a holistic health coach and being all excited. It was like $200, and I came out of there and I had signed up for saunas, and I'm doing a new diet, and it cost thousands of dollars, and I did not get better until 10 years later and thousands of dollars later. For $4.97, you can get better now, and it comes with a 3-month refund guarantee. But let's talk about these foods. So the first food that a lot of people start to blame is dairy. And so let me tell you the story of my one friend who has had a really bad colitis. He played football, and so it was like a senior year football year, high school, and he was like gonna go to play college and stuff. He invested so much time and money into being like a good football player, and he smashes his arm beyond repair, like no playing football ever again. And this crushed him. This is a super ugly, hard to digest thing in his life. And so his body, in response to the stress, it put an organ into overdrive to help him overcome it. So he was trying to digest this hard to digest thing in his life. So the body was developing extra gut cells. And Dr. Hammer would also see this in the brain. He would see a sharp ring in a very specific location in the brain for people who had colitis. And someone didn't have colitis 100% of the time, they didn't have these rings. Someone did have colitis 100% of the time, they had these rings. It is caused by a conflict shock. I've seen it happen. One friend went through a divorce. Another person, they saw their dad cheating on their mom. I've seen lots of people like ruining the last game in the playoffs in sports, whether it was in like high school, being broken up with, not getting a promotion, getting fired. These are all types of things that can cause, depending on how you experience it, can put the gut into overdrive, develop these extra gut cells. I don't have extra gut cells in my gut. What are you talking about? Go look at your colonoscopy. You'll see thickening of the colon wall, polyps. These are extra gut cells with the purpose of producing extra digestive juices and providing more absorptive surface area to help you digest this hard to digest thing. Guys, this is just how it is. It's the lizard brain, it's the old brain, it's the brainstem. It's old. It does not know the difference between food and imaginary things in your life. So when this thing gets resolved, he got a new career, he quit football, and he got a new career, and he celebrated by getting a big milkshake. And so instead of understanding he didn't understand German New Medicine at the time, so instead he said, oh man, I had milkshake, even though I had it a million times before. Milkshake caused my Crohn. It must be milkshakes and dairy causing my Crohn's. And so he started blaming foods. Now he perceives foods as hard to digest. Oh, every time I eat dairy, I got to develop extra gut cells to help me digest it. And then after it's done digesting, the body gets rid of these. And it's just more. This is why creating food phobias, when you perceive food as hard to digest, you develop extra gut cells, and then you get rid of these extra gut cells, and it causes the symptoms. It is so dangerous to pursue that's a huge cause. There's like 3 causes of Crohn's colitis, making it worse, not going away. It's the original stress, it's perceiving foods as hard to digest, and then it's the colitis diagnosis itself and the symptoms being hard to digest. Those are like the 3 types of stress that I see that cause colitis and cause it to just be on forever and ever and ever. So dairy is very easy to digest. It's baby food. I used to say like, oh, it has to be raw, blah, blah, blah. It can be pasteurized. It can be raw. I suggest you get it from an organic farm where they pet the cows every day and they have a back scratcher and all that stuff. And they don't pump them full of antibiotics. Yes, that's preferable. But you can have garbage pasteurized milk that's of low quality and be absolutely fine, just like everyone else on the planet. And if you do react to it, then that means it could be tied back to, maybe you were had ice cream with your girlfriend when she broke up with you. Then now every time your body sees dairy, it's like, oh my God, last time I saw dairy, my girlfriend broke up with me, let's crap her pants. There's something hard to digest is coming our way. That's how this works. Our organs are survival tools. Another thing we love to blame is gluten. Gluten is just protein in storage form, guys. I did not become super allergic to starches, which I eat every day now, any type that I want, until I went on the crazy fanatic zealot diets of keto, specific carbohydrate gaps. I could eat these foods just fine. When I went on those diets, I would be out for days eating those foods. You can eat these foods. You need to convince yourself that these foods are safe. Alcohol, probably not the best thing to drink when you are going through a flare and you're crapping your brains out. When you're crapping your brains out, you have resolved something, your body's getting rid of these extra gut cells. It's probably not a great idea to put your body under more stress and have alcohol, but then again, if you look at Eastern medicine, like you look at like Ukrainian and Russian types of medicine, it's like half the remedies are like drink vodka or do a vodka tincture of some sort of herb. So alcohol is not, bad foods does not cause this. Perceiving foods as hard to digest is one of the main things that cause colitis, that cause it to stay around. A lot of people like to go on the vegan and the vegetarian diet. This is very dangerous. Your body is burning through protein. It's developing extra gut cells, which costs protein. And then it gets rid of these extra gut cells, which cost protein. And then it has to repair the cell wall, which is protein. Protein. You need tons of protein. Again, it'd be great if it's organic, but a lot of you guys don't have access to it or can't even afford it. Protein is very important. Seafood's great, eggs are great, fish eggs, meat, it's all good. Pork, it doesn't matter. It's all good. Fast food, junk food, candy, soda. Again, these aren't the best foods in the world, but what causes colitis is not eating these junk foods, because everyone eats these foods and they're fine. What causes, or at least causes colitis to stay around is perceiving these foods as hard to digest, having this yo-yo effect of cell proliferation and cell loss. So we have to perceive these foods as hard to digest. Now, the one food that I would recommend that you avoid while you're going through the healing phase is spicy foods. Because if you have like a cut on your arm and you're rubbing cayenne pepper and Tabasco sauce and all that atomic hot sauce, it's going to hurt. Rubbing spices and hot irritating substances into your open wounds is going to hurt. So that's physical injury there. So I would avoid those things. So guys, that's all I have for you. It's really that simple. Do not unfollow all the holistic advice where they're telling you, don't eat this, don't eat that. It is making your colitis worse. If you want my help, sign up for the Rapid Gut Healing Program. Me and my coaches are standing by, ready to help you. We could be talking to you in like the next day or two. But if not, if you don't have the $497, then and guys, I would get on this offer soon because inflation is horrible. I'm probably gonna have to bump up the price to $1,000. And again, even at $1,000, it's a steal because I mean, you go to any holistic coach, you're gonna be spending more than $1,000, and it's not gonna do a darn thing. It's actually gonna make things worse. But again, watch my free videos, and I have a free 30-day program. Many people get better with that. I'm Mike the Helio Gut Guy. I'll see you guys later. Eat whatever you want, but you must believe that it's safe. Bye-bye.